Hello, I am Mohammed Abra from 11th B2. We are going to about a spectrometer. Spectrometer is an instrument used to measure the properties of light over a specific proportion of electromagnetic of spectrum. It is primarily used to analyze the spectrum of light observed or emitted by the various sources. It is the uses of this are measuring the wavelength of it and identifying the chemical proposition of various compounds and elements, and it is used to find the astronomy to study the light from the star and the earth. Thank you.
Here we are using mercury lamp to find the dispersion of light. Here this is called collimator, which used to make the mercury lamps beam in a parallel way, and it can give to the grating which can able to disperse the light. Here we use the vernier scale and calculate the angular displacement to find the wavelength of each color. When we rotate, when we move this to either side of this, we can able to see different colors in the spectrum. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I am Gopika and Poorma from class 11th, and today I am going to present biodegradable of plastic. And biodegradable means an ability to decompose naturally within a year with the help of microorganism and other bioprocess. Firstly, take a beaker and add glycerol and starch powder, and add lemon juice and mix it well. Transform into any bowl and heat it until it become thick paste, and apply this paste into a aluminium foil, and it will be like this, and dry it for 2 or 3 weeks. Thank you.
Hello, this is Dani from class 11A2. I am here to perform a chemical flag experiment. Firstly, we need 3 conical flasks containing dishwash soap and water and some food color optionally. So we need to add some crystals of dry ice. This is dry ice. After adding dry ice to this 3 conical flask, we will be obtained some bubbles like this. Thank you.
Hi, I am D.K. Tivasan of class 11A1. Today we are going to demonstrate an experiment called DNA isolation. So we all know DNA is a genetic material, right, which helps in the inheritance characteristics. So what we are going to do is, we are extracting the DNA from a plant material or by a pulp of a fruit. We are taking a banana extract as well as a spinach extract. So let us see about the theory. So we all know plant cell is covered by a cell wall, which is a protective layer. So first we have to break the cell wall in order to get the DNA. This is done by an NaCl solution, and then after adding into it, we have to break the cell membrane, nuclear membrane, and then cell organelles. This can be done by enzymes, which helps to break down the macromolecules. So after rupturing the cell membranes, which is made up of phospholipids, cell organelles, now we only have DNA, which is in the form of chromatins. These chromatins are coiled in the form of protein or histones. In order to break down the proteins and histones, what we are taking is a fruit extract which contains peptide. This helps to break down it, and after that we get the DNA. So this DNA can be precipitated to show the confirmatory with the help of an alcohol.
I'll get started on the procedures. First, you have to take the desired material of a higher chromosome number in a pestle, and we will have to grind it until it's a smooth paste along with the NaCl solution so as to break the cell wall. And we have to filter it through a filter paper so as to get a clean solution like this. To this solution, we need to add detergent, something like of Vim liquid or something. We should add this because it has lipases which is fat emulsifying, and it will break the fats. Then we have to add the papaya extract, which will have pigment, which helps to break down the proteins in the nucleus. After adding the papaya extract, we have to add chilled ethanol we have to trickle it down so as to get the coil structures such as the chromatin. After a few minutes, this test tube will look like this with the DNA formation and the top. Thank you.
Hello, this is Abhishek and he is Deepa Anand. We are from 11A1. So we'll be explaining about thermoelectric generators. So basically thermoelectric generators are Seebeck effects. In its sense, they will be generating current without the use of batteries. Instead, we will be placing fire and ice on the both contradict pathway, and through cable it will be sent towards DC motors, and fan will be rotating until there is a temperature gradient on the module. Anions will be generated to the DC motor and it will be spinning, and also it is an alternate for solar panel, and it has an ability to generate electricity. And advantages of this thermoelectric generators are they are highly reliable, and they are often seen on automobiles where they improve the fuel efficiency. Now about the procedure, Deepa Anand will be explaining.
So inside this heat sink there is a lamp that will produce a heat. That heat sink will absorb the heat and it will transfer it to the module. So after keeping the ice cube, there will be a pressure temperature difference between these two that will create a electricity that will be transferred to the motor, and the motor will be running. Thank you.
Hi and a warm welcome. So here we have a Tesla coil with us. So a Tesla coil is nothing but basically a wireless power transmission. So here we have a 9-volt battery which drives electric current into the circuit. So this electric current reaches this primary coil which has 3 turns, which creates enough magnetic field to induce voltage into the secondary coil. So here the secondary coil consists of copper wires which creates electromagnetic waves around it, which helps in exciting the particles present in this light. So now here we will continue.
So actually many think that the wires are the one that is carrying energy from the source to the place where it's drained, but actually it is the electric and magnetic field around the wire that carries those energy. So here it is a great exaggeration of it because here there is no actual connection between the bulb and the coil, but rather the electric and magnetic field surrounding the coil that produces enough energy to excite the atoms inside the bulb, which produces light.
And the uses for it is to ignite the mercury and sodium street lamps. And main disadvantage is that it is unfit for long range transmission power.
Thank you.
Hello, good afternoon everyone. I am S.R. Guhan of class 11A2. First I am going to take a chart paper, dip in the solution of lead acetate, and I am going to write. Now we can't see anything in this, but if we spray this solution of yellow ammonium sulfate, we can see the wordings what we wrote on. This is due to the double displacement reaction of lead acetate and yellow ammonium sulfate. Next up we will come to the fire stack experiment, where I take a mold made up of fine powdered sugar and baking soda. Now I am going to add ethanol to it, and I am going to fire it. Yeah, when we fire it, we get like this. We get like this substances. Thank you.